Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you had a really great day, and if not, I hope you have an even better one tomorrow. How's that audio sound? Hopefully this is worth a little bit more of the extra effort that actually has to go into something like this. Again, I don't know the best things. I'm working on like trying to find pretty much like a microphone preamp for my camera. I could use the Zoom H1. I could use that as a preamp. Right now I'm not doing that. I'm just going straight from the microphone to a auxiliary cable to the camera. So hopefully that sounds pretty good if I talk loud and I don't get up close to the microphone like this. I don't know, I'm still working things out pretty much. Ideally what I want to have is a dedicated rig. So when I move, I'm going to start setting up a dedicated rig that pretty much I will just be able to like everything will remain on, and I will be able to flip a switch on like a power switch kind of, and the microphone will turn on, the camera will turn on, the lights will turn on, everything will just turn on at the flip of a switch. That is what we are working on today. What I want to try to do is I have an old computer monitor over there. I want to see if I can get a mini HDMI cable to HDMI so I can mess around with using an external like monitor for my camera. It's like a field monitor, but that's like 23 inches versus like a little 7-inch one. I don't know. That's my plans for the day. I don't know exactly what we will be doing today, but if you would, let me know how this sounds compared to normal, because it's an extra minute to set up. That does need to happen if it does need to happen. So yeah, let's go get the day started, people. Let's go get the day started. I forgot that my video didn't finish uploading, so we were like in the car. I was like, wait, hold on, I need to go. I need to have this video uploading. The video yesterday was super long and I almost forgot about it, which really would have sucked, because that means that the video would not have gone up on time at all today. Oh my god, I can't believe I just forgot about my video. I'm so used to having my videos already uploaded because the length of the video, my internet did not want to upload it, so I have to do that really quick. Or I have to schedule it. Now wait, this is the third time I've tried to put my shoes on. What's for lunch, beautiful?
Popeyes.
You are so not photogenic. Or videogenic, I guess, if that's a word. We're at Popeyes.
Huh?
We're finally made out of the house, and now we have to turn around and go back.
Today is Thursday, and we're trying to make the most of this day, but there's nothing happening today. It's just not there. But I do get to spend it with Alex, because next week's gonna be my last week. And I'm gonna be so sad. I don't know what I'm gonna do without him. Okay, I'm done.
I'm trying to teach my mom how to vlog, teaching her how to talk loud and whatnot. I wasn't expecting her to say any of that. She did a lot better doing it on her own without me like flipping the camera on her unexpectedly. She's getting there.
How could you know just what you're missing? What you're missing? What you're missing?
I just spent all my money on some shit I didn't need. Watch me swallow my insanity with bottles of the green. Yeah, I'm hating the situation, I'm too tired of facing the feeling I'm craving. This life is amazing, but something is missing. And don't call me crazy, but I feel like living way up in the stars. If I believe hard, I can make it. I'm trying to take a spaceship, there's delay, it's fucking raining. I'm wandering alone to places that I've never been. I'm putting my mind in the sky, letting the whole world in. My personality is 92 or 93. Let's get lost up in the past, why don't you spend this day with me? You couldn't pay me to be lazy on this perfect day with you. Thinking of a payment plan as gold standard substitute. Got a blunt or two in love with you. Coping with this juxtapose. Life we keep on living, we're just...
The day has finally come. I broke my first camera. That actually means two things, because this was the first camera I ever had, and it is also the first camera I've ever broke. If I put the battery in here, you can see that this is me trying to turn it on, and then it gives me this message that says to turn the power on and off again. So pretty much what the issue is that this lens right here, it's broken. The lens is broken because I dropped the camera twice with it being out like this. This lens is tilted a little bit and it can't retract and then expand anymore, so it doesn't want to work. Well, to fix that, I went out and bought this. Is the Canon ELPH180. According to a website called like Vlogger Pro or something along those lines, this is like the second best camera for vlogging that you can get for under $200. I didn't really have like a really big budget, so I mean, this is all I can afford. This is all they had. If Best Buy had the 190, I would have got the 190 instead of the 180, but this is all I can do for now. I will be using this for the rest of the day today and tomorrow. I will be using this for the rest of the day today and tomorrow. Mostly tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be using it for anything else today, to see if it works. I guess I could be holding it like this to see if it works. My main concern with this is, of course, the microphone. I don't think I'm going to be getting any type of good audio with this, but this camera versus this camera is like 6 years old. I can't think I would get any worse audio from this camera than I did from my old camera, but who knows. And another thing is the video quality. This camera only shoots in 720p, and if this doesn't look and sound any better than my phone, then what is the point of having a camera? Just the difference in build quality from Sony and Canon. This camera feels so much cheaper. I mean, this had to have only been like a $200 camera or so, because that's all my parents would really spend on a camera when I was in 8th grade. This camera's like 6 years old, and it's like all made of like metal, and it feels good, and this camera's all plastic and it doesn't feel that good. And this shot in 1080, this only shoots in 720. So I mean, the screen's on the back, this screen looks pretty, this screen already it looks terrible. I mean, like, hopefully this does the job. It has to do something, right? And even like the charger doesn't feel like anything. It doesn't feel, it's all plastic, and this camera doesn't have a really good first impression on me, but this is all I can afford, so this is going to have to work. But let's try this. I'm sorry if my mood is not, I wasn't expecting for this to happen. This kind of just like brought down my mood. It brought everything down pretty much, because you never want to break something, especially if it's the first time ever breaking something like this. Like, you never want to go and break a camera or anything along those lines. So when it happens, especially for the first time, it really sucks. It really sucks. I'm gonna go test this.
I'll be thinking of you while I stare.
Testing of the audio. It's not a good first impression, I'll tell you that. It looks like it's about to rain.
Darling, you're my favorite reason to cry.
Okay, so this is me using the new camera. I'm trying to get a test of how it sounds. If it sounds good whatsoever. There's no way for me to plug in any external audio or anything, so I'm stuck with this. The camera doesn't seem like it works too well in low light. It has f3.2. Yeah, it has f3.2 at the minimum, which isn't really that good. It could be worse. It definitely could be worse. And I think that might be partially because of the screen. The screen might be making it look like it's a lot worse in low light than it is. So it all kind of depends on the actual video when I go and edit this, on if it looks good or not. This is the same shot I just had with this camera. I mean, obviously the differences are going to be like night and day with a $1,000 camera versus a $100 camera, pretty much. But the only good thing I can really see about this camera is how quick it goes and picks up. You turn it on and press record, and it turns on and starts recording almost immediately. So that is really good. I'm really skeptical about how it sounds and how it looks, because sound is the most important thing. This little one doesn't sound that good, but maybe after 6 years, the microphones inside of these cheap cameras have evolved enough to sound decent. I'm not entirely sure. This is the first time I bought a camera, first time I bought a point and shoot since this camera, so I have absolutely no idea. If all else fails, I'm going to go return this and get a slightly more expensive camera. I only have about $250 to work with, so I'm dang near sure gonna spend $250 if I can. The mattress people just came to drop off a mattress, obviously. I don't know which one of these is better light, this light or that light. My car is now in the garage. There's a mattress next to my car. I had to guide my dad in, so I don't know how I'm getting my car back out. We are at the end of the day. It's getting really gross outside right now. Like, I understand the whole April showers and May flowers and all of that, but who said anything about snow in spring? It's still March, and it should snow tomorrow or the day before. This is exactly the reason I want to leave Colorado. It's mostly because of the weather. Call me crazy, but I only want winter weather in the winter. So I have some good news, actually. My old camera, look, watch, ready? Oh, as you notice, it's able to go down now, and if I turn it on, boom. Look at that. Look, you see my face. And then I could turn it back off. Boom. I mean, it freaks out at the end, but it gets over it. It turns off. I can still use this camera. But now what the issue is that this camera is now unreliable. I can use this camera, but I can no longer trust it, have trust in it, or count on it. I can no longer count on it to do its job every single time like you need to. It's the only drawback. I still have to get a different camera. I'm talking about this. I think I'm going to switch that camera tomorrow or the day after, depending on how the footage looks. I think, if you have to upgrade, you might as well upgrade. If your equipment breaks, you shouldn't have to buy worse equipment. You shouldn't have to buy worse equipment. You should buy higher end equipment, right? Right. I think I'm right. The good news is now I have an overhead rig camera. In the new house, I can make an overhead rig. That is huge. You saw today, I tried doing an overhead rig. That was a pain because it took a while to set up. It wasn't truly overhead. It was like tripod, zoomed in, kind of a thing. I'm just really relieved that this camera works, but it does not work consistently. That is my night. Thank you so much for watching and bearing with me on this vlog and the past vlogs. I've been trying some things out, testing stuff, as you could see on yesterday's vlog. If you haven't seen that, go watch yesterday's vlog. I tested out the audio. The audio sounds a little bit better now. I have this microphone right there, right out of frame to get like a really professional audio. Get really professional audio, and all it took was one little cable and this like boom pole. Boom. Done. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, have yourselves a really, really, really great rest of your day, and goodbye.